Hey everybody. Okay, we are pretty much just taking a tour for my personal archival purposes of some of the building structure that I put into place for a horde bunker that I'm testing. And, well, let's get this over with, because the sooner I get this done, the sooner I can shut down, refresh the files, and restart the server, and actually play as intended. There we are. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm really excited about this bunker design. The idea behind it basically is going to mean that it's totally enclosed. This access that I just dropped into isn't going to be there. This is going to be all solid. And the idea behind this, I'm using a design that I saw on another video with some modifications for my own tastes and purposes. And well, we'll see how it goes. It's going to take a lot longer to build in the real game as opposed to me cheesing my way through getting it put together in testing mode and using creative. When I first start the server up, I'm going to enable creative to allow everybody to get a little bit of a foothold, but we're going to do our best to make sure that the cheesing is kept to an extreme minimum. Anyways, without further ado, take a trip downstairs. Let's speed this up a little bit. There we are. I'm a visuals guy. I really love building things, and this look kind of does it for me. As you can see, I kind of stopped along the way here once I knew that I was going to be happy with how things were. It wasn't as much testing this in particular. I've been testing the whole War3zuk Alpha 20 Overhaul mod, as well as some electricity mods. That's been the big thing. I needed to do this anyways just to get used to playing with the new blocks and things of the sort. So I will point out that the zombies in this overhaul are hell to deal with. I kind of like it that way. I love a challenge. The building has been a little bit of a challenge. There's pros and cons to knowing as much as possible about the system and how it's all put together. For anyone else new to this, that'll come with experience. So again, I'm just kind of looking this over for my own archival purposes, because this particular look is really what did it for me. This area here, I played a little bit last night with water. Optimally, I'd love to have water flowing underneath some graded sections, but I'm informed by some more seasoned people and players that water isn't really working that well for everybody, so I'm going to try to develop and play with some workarounds for getting the effect that I want. So anyways, the idea behind this particular bunker here is upstairs is completely closed off. The only access to it is from underneath here, and the only door into this complex is quite a bit away from the initial entrance over here, and I'm hoping that the zombie AI won't interpret that actual entrance all the way at the other end here when it exists on the server and I'm able to get around to building it, doesn't show up for them. So, and some of these other areas down here and everything like that, living quarters, crafting area, things of that sort. So this was the primary thing here, but I actually forgot one there. My OCD would go crazy. Alrighty. And there we are. Let's close that off. Alrighty. And I'm not going to bother getting into my initial safe house that I built, considering the new new player zone in location that I selected. I have explored a little bit more of this map than what's showing on here, and I found this area over here is going to be pretty good for everybody to get started with. I think I have it set somewhere in this area right here, a couple of new player spawn locations, so everyone spawning into the world will be able to start at the same place in almost a direct visual line of a trader, and just far enough outside town so you don't get barraged with zombies right away. When I first started this world, it spawned me in a heavier part of town over closer to where I'm at here, and I fought for quite some time to get established because it spawned me almost practically right inside of town. And at the time I had Feral Sense, the Feral Sense feature turned on both day and night, and it was crazy. I think to start, I'm going to leave Feral Sense turned on for night only. Not so much for me. I'm already used to dealing with it as it was, but new players, it'd be a little bit of a challenge. So we'll take it from there, and pretty much this has been it. It's been a fun ride. I'm really happy with Alpha 20 the way it is. Take a quick roll over here. Holler to the Trader Jen that's inside here. It was pleasant doing business with you. See you in another incarnation. Here's a little bit of something to aspire to. This is one of the other vehicles. I did show this off in a couple other previous videos, but I'm just going to leave it as is. These are awesome. The War3zuk motorcycles and the other transportation options that have been added to this make things a lot nicer. A couple other things to note before it gets too dark anyways. Let's go up to our old safe house here. This is not the horde base that I used. The horde base that I set up was away from where I stored everything, things I didn't want to lose, or a place I didn't want the zombies trashing. Oh, see, they're getting started already. Holy moly. Oh! Boy, what a way to go. Send me off the right way. Oh, and he came in with me. What a prick! What a way to start the day. These birds will be the death of me. Anyways, one of the things that is going to be noted when the server gets fired up, and this is related to War3zuk's overhaul, is stack sizes are a lot bigger. I'll just blow open my inventory here, and you'll see that things like ammunition have 25,000 stack sizes. A lot of other things have 25,000 plus stack sizes too. benefit of that is a lot less inventory space, a lot less boxes that you have to have around. Um, I really don't foresee playing normally. A lot of people managing early on, or even mid to even perhaps even late stage game, being able to amass this much until you get well established. So another thing to note is there are developer tools that I'm going to be using to help people build some of their bases a little bit better. We're not going to start completely naked with regards to the tools that we're going to have available to us. It's just that, you know, you're not going to get the stuff handed to you up front and free. Initial base building and things like that, it's actually fun scratching your way to a safe spot on your own and getting built up and worked up to building things like forges and some of the other workbenches and things like that. No pressure. So that's going to be about it, and I think just for the heck of it, I'm going to flip some lights on since this is going to be my last time on the server. Let's flip all the lights on, let everybody know that we're here. I have a turret set up that has a pretty good amount of ammunition in there. I think what I'll do is I'll just hop down, get into a couple of fights, and call it finished. Anyone else? Oh, I did re-enable the sleepers too. One setting that I noted wasn't, or things weren't working as I had initially thought they would be, was respawning zombies in POIs in certain areas was at the time turned off. I did turn it back on, and what I just did just now by confirming that there are sleeping zombies inside of this POI, this confirms that this, whoa, holy moly, mommy! This confirms that those settings are active now, and zombies in all areas will be respawning like I feel they should be. I had cleared various areas out, and it kind of started to feel a little dead if you're gonna... Hey! Excuse the pun, it started to feel a little bit dead in areas, and... Oh! Hey! You know, I suppose I probably could deal with some of these guys on my own here. I shouldn't, and really don't need to be running. Oh, there's a feral. Yeah, it's closing permanently. Alrighty. I think we're pretty much done here. I'm more anxious to get the... Whoa, holy crap! They're not even going to let me back into my base. Actually, just for the heck of it, I'll give you guys a little bit of a preview. The turrets that I have manning this position right here are a little excessive. I don't intend on having this many at this bunker. Probably, if I'm lucky, I'll have one or two, and nowhere near the amount of light. I went with an excess here. I'll wait till the shooting stops. I went with an excess here so I wouldn't be bothered leaving this open and I didn't want them destroying the base before I was finished finalizing the design that I wanted to work with, and inconvenience, if you will. Anyways, folks, I think that's going to be about it. And I'm going to stop the stream here. And what I mean by be right back here is I'll have the server functioning probably in the next few hours, and I'll probably do a live stream a little bit later tonight to commemorate and celebrate opening up the server. See you there.